What's up guys? My name's Francis Madden. I'm studying a clinical psychology doctorate at Oxford University. And the time is currently 5 p.m. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. I have quite an important deadline, which is my entire research thesis. It's the culmination of about 3 years' work. And I just wanted to take you with me through this journey of the twists and turns. This is the Oxford countryside. For those of you new to my channel, I'm doing 3 research projects about psychology for my thesis. First one is about parents who've had psychosis before. The second is about older adults with difficulties in emotional regulation. And the third one is about dental anxiety. Now I'm near somewhere called Port Meadow, which is countryside kind of northwest of Oxford. For my main research project, which is about the parents who have had psychosis, I have to cut 1,000 words from my draft, implement another 25 corrections that have been suggested by my supervisors, and I don't know how long those are going to take. Then for my service improvement project, looking at improving older adult services, I've got to put in the actual outcome of that project, like did it actually improve anything? And then finally for my dental anxiety project, that's a systematic review which looks at loads of literature for the past 50 years. I've tied it all together, but I just need to tidy up the statistics that I've done. Once I've done all of those things, then what counts as my thesis in this PhD level qualification is putting them all together in one big Word document. Altogether it's going to be about 20,000 words. So now we're in County Marsh. Just behind here is Oxford's main bin depot. But you really want to know that. So this is Florence Park, which is my local park. Randomly, it's got trapeze. Never seen that in a park before, but if you want to learn trapeze, then Florence Park is your best bet. Ugh. We are deceased, guys. We are deceased. It's not my birthday, it's my housemate's birthday. So what have we got for dinner? If you watched my videos before, you may be able to predict it. It's pasta. So we got macaroni with a selection of vegetables and then some leaves from Aldi, spinach, beetroot, chard. Don't know what that is, but sounds healthy. Chicken mince added for that protein. Gonna have it while watching some Wimbledon because, you know, there's nothing better to do. 21 hours to go till your PhD thesis is due at Oxford University. They say Rome wasn't built in a day, but unfortunately my thesis is gonna have to be.
Hey, what song are you listening to?
Huh?
What song are you listening to?
Oh, Smooth Brown Noise 8 Hours Remastered.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Thanks. We're ready to clock in for the evening shift with work. This is my panic calendar, tried and tested tactic since A-levels in school, actually. Every box represents a day until my deadline down here. And we're going to cross off this one here, the last day, and one remains for the thesis hand-in. We're going to tackle the biggest fish first, which is removing 1,000 words from my theoretically driven research project about parents with psychosis. Hoping we can get that done tonight.
Is this part of your video or just your life video?
Part of the video. Oh, good.
It's alright, you know.
Psychosis is a collection of symptoms that make it difficult to tell what's real and what's not. During a psychotic episode, somebody might have hallucinations, seeing or hearing things, delusional thinking, or disordered thinking. My question is, do parents who've been through that interact any differently with their children? To cut down the word count, I had to condense a lot of the background info and also move some details into appendices, which go at the end, or into tables, because both of those things don't count towards the word limit.
16 and a half hours till I need to deliver the thesis to the desk of my examiner. How's it going? Well, the brown noise has been sensational, but the research has not. I'm still working on this first project out of the 3. It's definitely taking longer than I expect, which is Hofstadter's law, and that goes, it always takes longer than you expect, even when you take into account Hofstadter's law. I'd like to add to that, it takes longer than you expect when you take into account the law and you vlog the experience. I'm going to continue the vlog tomorrow, obviously, because the content is what matters here. But this work is taking a bit longer than I thought. We're going to pick it up again in the morning. Morning, guys. It's now 9, so we have 8 hours until the thesis is due. I really didn't sleep well. I'm going to check my sleep score, actually, from my smart ring. Let's have a look. Oh, dear. Got 70 sleep score. I went to bed at 1, but I could not get to sleep for ages. Hence the 5 hours, 55 sleep. Oh, wait a minute. I got up at 8:30. Wait, it's just changed. Whoa. I just spoke it into existence that I got off at 8:30. What? I think it's listening to me. 6 hours 40 sleep total. If these phases are correct, then we're not running too well today, but we're gonna smash it. I'm gonna go to the lib after this, and I don't know what to say. We just need to do it. We just need to do it, guys. The saddle of my bike is very wet today. I actually have a bike cover as well, and I just didn't put it on because it's been sunny, believe it or not, recently. And I thought that was gonna continue. So, the final day of my DClin studies, we're at the Taylor Institute, which is the library next to the Ashmolean Museum.
The Taylor Institute was founded in 1845, and it's where Oxford students come to study European languages. It's got over 500,000 books, but more importantly, it's got that pure dark academia aesthetic, and the main reading room gets such nice natural sunlight for studying. So we kicked off the library session by cracking on with addressing the 25 comments left by my supervisors. Some of them were about reorganising the narrative flow so the theories I talked about built on each other. Others were about keeping the language objective and explaining more details, like how did the parents themselves find the study? And what reasons did people give for not participating in the study?
All right, it's now coming up to 1 p.m. It's about 4 hours to go until I need to submit this thesis, and I'm actually pretty worried. I've just been doing all the comments, having to add so many appendices. I'm up to Appendix J, which is just ridiculous. Loads of little graphs, so that takes ages to get those graphs up, wrap my head around what I'm actually presenting. I'm taking my lunch break now and going to a place with a lot of scaffolding on, but with some very exciting scran. This is my college, Worcester. So we're in my end now, and it's actually gorgeous. It puts Emmanuel College, which is my Cambridge college, to shame, to be honest. It makes it look like a dump. There's a summer school which is full of children, and they are all taking up the seats in the main college hall. And that means for the actual students who go here, who are still here over the summer period, they have to eat downstairs in the cellar bar. So we got demoted. 4:35 for an absolutely banging lunch. The braised lamb gnocchi with veg, garlic bread. There is no better lunch deal in Oxford. So yeah, we're all fueled up now for the last 2 hours and a half before I need to cycle over to the ISIS Education Centre. Yes, that is what it's actually called, to hand in the boy. The top floor of here is the library, but as a DClin student, I have not been granted privileges to access this library, which would have been great because it's 24 hours. Could have done an all-nighter there. Tasks for this afternoon: add some findings to my SIT, tidy up the stats of my systematic review. Then I'll pull it all together in a beautiful thesis, make sure all the appendices and things still work, hand it in. Opposite the Ashmolean is the Randolph, which is one of the bougiest hotels in the city.
So did my service improvement project actually improve anything? Well, my local NHS team took the findings on board and actually started to roll out a brand new therapy approach. During my research, I noticed a disconnect. The experts in treating emotional regulation were working almost exclusively with younger adults, but the older adults actually struggling with these issues were showing up in general older adult clinics. So the new approach bridges this gap. Now you have a practitioner who specialises in older adults providing one-on-one therapy, but they're directly supervised by an expert from the younger adult team who specialises in emotional regulation. So it's finally bringing the right expertise directly to the older patients who need it. Then once this and the 25 comments for my parent research project were done, we moved on to the systematic review, which is basically about fear of the dentist, and if you have that, do you pass it on to your children? If you're curious, the answer's yeah, to an extent. Today I'm tidying the statistics because in my last vlog we established we had to do all the analyses again, which means I now have to make every single graph and update every single statistic in the project. So very tedious, but slightly shorter than the other tasks.
So it's now 5:03 and the thesis is still not on the desk of the person that I need to hand it to. Unfortunately, it remains on my laptop, but we're going to cycle over now, and you know, a 5 p.m. deadline just means you have the whole evening, isn't it? Then you have till 9 a.m. the next day. Basically finish up the formatting there, because every individual component is done. There are just so many components of these research projects that you just have no idea you have to do. Like the executive summary, which is basically an abstract, but a bit of a simpler version for the ethics committee to know that you've done your project. I had no idea you had to do that until today. Had to write acknowledgements. You also have to put your abstracts at the top of the thesis all together, and then put the abstracts again at the start of every project, so you just repeat yourself. That was the first Barbers I went to in Oxford. It was awful. And now this is back where I ran yesterday at South Park. Oh, this hill is not good. Right, it's now 5:35. Pretty solid, pretty solid. Turns out pulling this document together, even though I've written every individual component, is taking quite a while. Just things you don't even think about, like the page numbering and the contents and the figure numbers, table numbers, and just making it look decent, and then proofreading it. Just random blank pages scattered everywhere. I think we're now just about ready to print. That's just pure knowledge right there. Magna Carta's got nothing on this, mate. Look at that. Signed, sealed, and delivered. What's that? 5 p.m? I make that 5 p.m. in the United States. Bit early, even.
What song are you listening to?
Sorry.